Let's go ahead. So I was telling you these are the versions, and till 3.x it was known as business warehouse or business information warehouse. Till 3.x it was known as business warehouse or business information warehouse. In 7, by adding some additional formatting tools, so SAP had changed the naming convention to, so change it to, naming is changed to BI. What happened in the year 2008, SAP acquired business objects. In the year 2008, SAP acquired business objects. SAP acquired business objects. After acquiring, again they renamed it. So business objects, which is a purely business intelligence tool. And this is a standalone application. It's not part of your BW. It is a third-party tool acquired by SAP. So which is a purely BI tool. After acquiring this, SAP renamed their BI tool after acquiring. SAP renamed their BI to BW. It's no more BA now from SAP. If you're talking about BA, that is business objects, business intelligence. So you should call it as SAP business warehouse. It's no more BA as per SAP. See, the standard naming convention or official naming convention is SAP BW. It's not BI. And these are the major versions: 3.x, 7, now 7.3 and 7.4 is the latest one. And from 7.3 and of course now it is 7.4. So SAP BW can support HANA database also. HANA on database. And if you look at this, what is the basic difference between HANA database and conventional databases? Let me explain you like this. There are many applications like this: SAP ERP, SAP CRM, SAP SCM, SAP BW, like this. So these are the applications. For these applications, backend we should have a database. So as of now, most of the systems they are running on conventional databases. If it is SAP BA BW, it has got around 18,000 systems running on conventional databases. 1 second, I'll show you. So, see, as of Q4 2011, it is 16,000 systems. As of Q1 Q1 2013, it is 18,000 systems running on conventional databases. So let me put like this. So conventional databases like Oracle, can be SQL, can be MaxDB, any SAP approved database. And all these databases, this is the current scenario. In the future, all these databases, conventional databases, they are going to be replaced with a columnar database, that is, are going to be replaced with, it's not as of now replaced with HANA. What is the basic difference if you talk about with conventional database? The conventional databases like Oracle or SQL or anything, conventional databases, the data is stored row-wise as well as the reading is also row-wise. The data is stored in terms of rows, and even the query can read the data row-wise. But when it comes to HANA DB, it is a hybrid database, row and columnar database, where the data is stored in terms of rows as well as columns, and the reading can happen row-wise as well as column-wise. There are a lot of changes in the performance. You can say it as drastic changes in the performance. A drastic change, let's say for example, a query is running for 4 hours if it is conventional database. If it is running for 4 hours, if it is HANA database, it can give you the response in seconds. So that is major change. So all these, so some of the applications already available in the market with HANA database, like SAP BW available with HANA database, with HANA available already, and like SAP CRM with HANA is available in the market, HANA available. And as per my knowledge, SAP Business Suite is also there in the market. I need to cross verify once. Business Suite with the HANA database available in the market, available by SAP. So totally the basic difference. See, I'm just trying to explain different versions and the naming conventions. What is that? Till 3.x, it was business warehouse or business information warehouse. 780 changed it to BI, but what happened in the year 2008? SAP acquired BO BI. After acquiring this, again they renamed it back to BW. It's no more BI. And from 7, anybody any question?
Yeah, hi. This is Garima.
Yep, Garima.
My question is in this particular demo session, which version are we going to discuss ultimately? Is it the latest SAP BW or
7.3? If 7.4 is available, I'll take it out. I'll speak to the concerned person from your party, Garima. If 7.4 is available, I'll take up that. So, but 7.3 is available.
All right.
So you don't have major changes from 7.3 to 7.4, but still I'll tell you.
All right.
Right. So from 7.3 and 7.4, SAP BW can support HANA database. All the earlier versions, they are going to support only conventional databases like Oracle SQL. But 7.3 and 7.4, SAP had released with HANA database also. Right. So what is the basic difference? That's what I was the basic difference. That's what I was trying to explain. So this is a conventional database where the data is stored always row-wise, and even the reading can happen row-wise. But when it comes to HANA database, it is a row and columnar database where the data is stored in terms of rows as well as columns, and the reading can happen row-wise as well as column-wise. That's what. So now, let me tell you. So if you want to see the version information, you can see here. So these are the different versions. The release dates. So you can see 7.3 released on May 2011 will be supported by SAP till May 2016. So when there is a version released from SAP, SAP used to support for some time. So after that also there will be extended maintenance, but it's going to be little costly effort. So but as long as the end of the mainstream maintenance concerned till May 2016, SAP is going to support this 7.3 version. And if you look at this HANA, again HANA is getting promoted by SAP in terms of two areas. HANA can be used as an appliance for SAP HANA can be used as an appliance for large data analytics. And SAP HANA can be used as database also. So SAP is promoting in terms of two areas. HANA as a large data volume analytics, HANA as a database. That's what. So I'll tell you some other things when it comes in the future classes. So now, if you look at this SAP BW, what is SAP BW? What is SAP BW? Let me explain you. This is a small introduction which I've given you. Any question, anybody? Any questions, anybody? Hope it is clear to you. So now, if you talk about what is SAP BW, what is the need of this? What do you think? What is the need of this?
There was a lot of data which had to be stored,
Yeah.
and in the normal SAP tables, that much amount of data was not being. It was not practical to store all the historical data, and it took a lot of time to query data if some analysis had to be done.
Okay.
So that was the basic need. Yeah.
Fine. So there are different system landscapes like operational systems or application systems. They're only optimized for insert and updation of the real-time transactions. But I'll come to that. Before that, let me explain you. I'll explain you. It is an enterprise data warehouse, first of all, with ETL and DA platforms. It is an enterprise data warehouse with ETL and BA platform. Now the first question, what is enterprise data warehouse? The first question, what is an enterprise data warehouse? Let me explain. It is so in simple words, warehouse is a storage. So in this case, we are storing the data. This is very important. From where we are collecting the data is important. So we don't create any transaction. We are going to collect the transactions from the application system. That's what I'm coming for. So it is a collection and storage, storage and maintenance. Should maintain the data as well. Maintenance of the historical and real-time business data. Historical, of course, even we can maintain real-time business data. It is a collection of historical and real-time business data from applications like could be sales data, could be inventory data, not bothered, depends on the business, purchasing, production, FI, HR, etc. Technically, if you talk about this, so the application system can be SAP as well as non-SAP. Let me give here, application system can be SAP and non-SAP system. It doesn't matter. So SAP systems like, it could be ERP, like your operational system from SAP, CRM system, it doesn't matter, SCM. And it could be non-SAP systems, could be a file system. Non-SAP systems like, let's say, database systems, say for example DB2. It could be some web-based system. It could be some file system, something like Excel, like this. Whatever may be the system, the business data is there. So this business data should be collected from application system to warehouse. Now let me tell you the second point. I just want to tell you ETL. Let me explain. So stands for extraction, transformation and data loading. Just 1 second. Sorry. Let me explain what is ETL. Extraction, transformation and data loading. So what is the need of ETL? Anybody? What is the need of this? Anybody? Any guessing? What is the need of this? See, the transactions are there in OLTP system, like application system, you can say it as any system. So these are optimized for, as I was telling you, OLTP systems are optimized for transaction insertion and updation of the real-time transactions. Could be again SAP or non-SAP, it doesn't matter. So the business data is inserted in the application system, but the kind of data that is maintained here is only real-time data. They're not optimized for the application systems, they're not optimized for storing the historical data. You cannot maintain more than a certain point of time. Like max 6 months data will be there. So, but in the process of decision making, always business is dependent on historical data. Like let's say if you have a sales manager, he wants to have last 24 months sales trends. So now what is the data that is required? Historical data. So this historical data, we cannot keep it under application system. So this is only meant for real-time business data. So to maintain our historical data, we have to use some warehousing system. So that's what data warehouse. But what is happening here? The transaction is getting inserted in application system. From this system, the data should be transferred to warehouse. For that, we are going to use something called ETL, extraction, transformation, and data loading. So if you want to see, I'll show you something. Yeah, you can see here. So from SAP as well as non-SAP applications, using ETL, the data is loaded to warehouse. See, if it is non-SAP environment, let's say other than SAP BW, so it's not only SAP BW that is used. There are other systems also. There are like if it is non-SAP systems, there are some third-party ETL tools which is like Informatica. So if it is non-SAP data warehousing, like could be SAP environment, it could be non-SAP environment. If it is a third-party ETL tools like Informatica, data stage, like this, there are some third-party ETL tools when it comes to non-SAP environment. But SAP BA BW is not dependent on any of these ETL tools. It has got its own extractors using which we can transfer the data. So if it is file system, we have some file extractors. We are not dependent on any third-party ETL tools like Informatica or data stage. We have our own extractors which are ABAP based extractors. Our language, SAP's language is ABAP. ABAP. By using those things, we are going to transfer data to warehouse. So what I mean to mention here, what is the need of this mentioning? So I'm talking about what is SAP BW. So which is a warehouse with ETL. What is the need of ETL? If it is the other warehousing systems, ETL is a different licensing. Warehouse, they need to maintain some database if it is other warehousings. Again, they need to pay for that database. And ETL again, they need to pay for that. Even BA platform is a different tool. But when it comes to SAP BA BW, we have all the three features: warehouse, ETL, and BA platforms. So now the basic objective of ETL is to transfer the data from application system to data warehouse. So let me explain you the next point, BA platform. We have a BA platform as well. Let me show you here. You can see the BA platform, that is Business Explorer. Right, BA platform, or you can say it as OLAP system, online analytical processing systems. or you can say it as BA systems. It is a reporting system which generates required reports as per the needs of the organization. It is a reporting system which generates the required reports as per the needs of the organization. Let me explain you. So let's say, for example, I got business B, which is there with some applications. So like sales, materials, production, FI, like this. Every application has got some business roles. Every applications with some key business roles. Like if talk about sales, the common business role that we can see, sales manager. So what I mean to mention, all the decisions regarding sales are taken care by this particular sales manager. If you talk about MM, we have inventory and purchasing managers. Similarly, production managers. Like this, everywhere there are some business roles, and what is their job? All the decisions of the organizations are taken care by the concerned business roles. Let's say if we talk about a sales manager, always he's responsible for sales of the organization. Let's say he's taking a decision regarding next quarter sales. But before taking up this, he does require some information like what is the last quarter sale? Otherwise, what is the last 6 months sale? Otherwise, what is the last 12 months sales? So, which is required with some information which can be given in the form of report. In the form of reports, and they're all generated through BA systems. That's what. So whatever report that is required by the business, like this YTD, previous year YTD, month till date, previous month till date, like this, whatever report that is required by the business is generated by using BA systems. So just have explained you three different words. One is warehouse, the other one ETL, the other one BA platform. So let me tell you the same with respect to non-SAP and with respect to SAP BW. So non-SAP data warehouse. So same, it could be application system, can be non-SAP or SAP. You can say it as OLTP system. So from this system, using ETL, we are supposed to load data to warehouse. For ETL, so non-SAP means they are dependent on some ETL tools like Informatica, data stage, like this. And for warehouse, at least they should be using some database. And again, BI, like they might be using some Microsoft BI, Cognos BI, Hyperion BI, like this they might be using. So if it is SAP BW, so again same application environment, could be SAP or non-SAP. So again we are doing ETL but not dependent on any third-party ETL tools. So the extractor is based on ABAP based extractors. Again we don't require to learn ABAP. All this is given by pre-delivered by SAP itself, and even we can customize it. Don't worry, I'll tell you that. So where we are loading data to SAP Business Warehouse, which is a backend default database is going to be given. So with again we have a BA platform. A BA platform is BAX. I'll show you that. That is Business Explorer. So again we need not to be dependent on any third party BA. But this is where so in the future there could be some market changes with respect to that we are just advising the students to learn business objects, since in the future the market assumption is the business explorer could be replaced with business objects. Could be replaced with business object, but next 3-4 years, I don't think so. For this particular platform, you don't have any problem. We don't have any problem for the next 3-4 years with respect to this. Maybe beyond that, there could be some changes. Most of the projects that are running on Business Explorer, almost 70% of the projects they are using Business Explorer. So this is a overall idea with respect to BABW. Any questions, anybody? Hope I'm making it clear. You can see this is your system architecture, BW system architecture. Any question, anybody? Garima? Any question, Garima?
That's fine. No, that's fine, Sriram.
Right. Diana, any question? Hope you can hear me, Diana. Right, okay. Brajesh, anything? I think you were there in the last session. Yep. Diana, any question?
Oh, no, it's fine. Thank you. I had to try and find the unmute button.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay, no problems. Yep. Brajesh, Suresh, and second, let me unmute. Yep, Suresh.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Usman, okay, you're okay. Right, Vaibhav.
No doubts at my end. No doubts at my end.
Yeah, yeah. So this is all about your BABW introduction. Now I'll move on to the BW system architecture. I just want to go on with architecture. So I'll go in detail now related to BABW. So you can see here. So everything we can correlate now. So the first point I was telling you, OLTP, or you can say it as application system. Could be again SAP systems, SAP applications, like it could be ERP. Most of the time in the line we are going to upload data from ERP system. Most of the time in the line we are going to upload data from ERP system. So it could be CRM, it could be SCM, it could be non-SAP systems also. Let's say database system, let's say file system, something like this. In some cases, we are going to upload data from multi-dimensional systems. Like let's say for example, I got a regional office and I got headquarter as well. So in the regional office, let's say India, I'm using some Hyperion system. Headquarter is US, let's say, using SAP BW system. So now from this regional data warehouse, there are going to be multi-levels of data warehouse. From the regional data warehouse, I want to load data too. From the regional data warehouse, I want to load data to SAP Business Warehouse. What I mean to mention, so far we are loading data from application system only. Application system only. Now we are adding one additional thing. Even we can load data from multi-dimensional systems. Now if you look at this, so look at your diagram once again. So there is something called interface. So what is an interface? Interface is a medium of communication. Let me give that. First point I'm telling you. Interface. is the medium of communication. So see, there are a lot of different systems. Your application system is different from BW system. So that's where we should have proper communication between two different systems. So that's where we can see there are different interfaces given by SAP. With respect to different application systems, different interfaces given by SAP. So like if it is SAP ERP, the interface is BAPI, that is Business Application Programming Interface. Business Application Programming Interface. So if it is non-SAP system, so if it is database system, there is something called DB connector, as well as DBSL should be installed by basis, database shared library. The concerned database specific DBSL should be installed by basis. Who is this basis? Let me explain. So simple team structure I'm just trying to give. SAP team structures, just trying to mention here. You're going to have technical team, nothing but ABAP team members. So you're going to have functional team like SD consultants, MM consultants, FI consultants, HR consultants, like this. You're going to have BW team members. And we have something called basis and security team. So this basis and security team, what is it they used to do? They used to install client software. You can see this is our client software. And it should be installed and even it should be configured. There are some configuration requirements. So all this is done by your basis team. Client installation, so fine. Server installations. We should have server. Generally we have multi-server landscapes. Like we have development, testing and production. I'll come to that. So client and server installations, fine. And connectivity also. There should be proper connectivity between client system and server system. So after client and server installations, any new patch updations, database upgradations, user creations, security, user and role assignments. It's not every permission we are going to give, only specific permission. Now this base system, like this, they used to perform some activities. So now this base system comes into picture. They are going to install the required plugin for you. Let's say I'm transferring data from some SQL Teradata database. And some DBSL is required. Some SQL system, some DBSL is required. So that's where, with respect to different sources, different interfaces are given by SAP. And keep in mind one thing. We don't develop any interface. These are all pre-delivered interfaces. All these are pre-delivered interfaces. If it is XML system, XML internal. If it is file system, file interface thing. Yep, right, fine. File interface. If it is multi-dimensional systems, UDC, universal data connectors. So these are the different interfaces. If you want to see, you can see here. BAPI for SAP, file interface for file system like Excel, XML interface, DB connector, and UD connectors. Universal data connectors. That's what.
Garima here.
Yeah. Tell me, Garima.
Yeah. When you say the multi-dimensional systems, and you gave the example of the regional office and the headquarters, right? So does that mean that the data in the BW is going to come from two systems parallelly, or I didn't quite understand this. I mean,
See,
the
this
architecture
is
of the
what I mean to mention. This is only application system. Huh?
Yeah.
So far I was telling you from application system we are collecting data to warehouse, right?
Right.
So if the business is, maintaining some small data warehouse, even from data warehousing systems also we can collect the data. Other warehousing
Fine.
systems.
Other data warehousing systems.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah. So that's what. Now if you look at this, there is something called master data and there is something called transaction data. Now the question, what is master data? What is transaction data?
Sriram, one big question.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Brijesh, yep.
Okay. In your team structure, what's the function for the BW team, the one that you listed there?
I'll tell you what is our implementation job, what is our support job. I'm going to take it. We are concerned with that only. Right, I'll give you that as part of, we are going to come across a project implementation methodology, that time I'll take up.
Okay, but on the high level,
like if it is implementation, design task, Brijesh. Like designing the data model, look at this, we need to design all this, one second. We need to design all this, right? Master tables. We need to design this DSO, we need to design this info queue, designing the reports.
Okay.
And designing in order to upload the data, we need to design some data flow. So if it is implementation, all the design tasks, development tasks. If it is support, background job monitoring, we have some process chain monitoring, production tickets, performance monitoring. Like this, there are different activities. I'll be telling you.
Okay.
Clear
And
now?
also,
Yep.
Shriram, among the four roles that you listed there on the other notepad, on a high level, what all we will be touching in this course of next 2 months?
Okay, you want to see the curriculum? Okay. I'll share the curriculum, Brijesh. If you can get in touch with your party, they'll give you the
curriculum is fine, I have that. But just on a high level, among all these roles, right, what will be...
you can see this is our data model. Yeah. We are going to look at every aspect given over here. This is all data model. And if you look at this is uploading data from SAP ERP system. Major concern is with respect to this. Then you can see Business Explorer, Business Intelligence. And 7 as well as 7.3 changes. 7 as well as 7.3 changes.
Okay.
I'll share the curriculum. After some time I'll get your Skype.
Hi, Sriram.
Yep, Garima.
So, apart from the things that you've shown, would you also be touching the BO tools?
BO is a different curriculum, Garima. It's not part of BABW curriculum.
Okay.
BO is a different curriculum.
All right.
These are two different applications, no?
Yeah.
Yep, Brijesh. Anything?
No, I'm good, thanks.
Right. So if you want to get the curriculum, just ask your people. They're going to get in touch with me. I'll share the curriculum. And I have BW as well as a business objects. But the business objects is a different curriculum. It is not part of your BW curriculum. So that's all for today. So what I'll do, I'll continue tomorrow same time. So I'll take up this architecture. I'll take up this architecture in tomorrow's session. I'll continue this. This architecture I'm going to complete tomorrow. So any questions, anybody? Hey guys, please contact srirambw@gmail.com for BW Vivo and HANA training, BW Business Objects and HANA training. Thank you.